smaller. That might work better. All right, that'll probably work. Yeah, that'll be good. Okay. You want me to close that door? Okay. All right. Let's see what we got here. Okay. So today, this evening, oh, by the way, greetings. This evening, we're going to take this lever off. This one's already off. And once this lever's off, we're going to unwrap this original wrap, and we're going to wrap some opaque blue. It's pretty close. It's not schwinn, but it's pretty close. We're going to measure this. I think that's about 1.25 inches. We'll put a little Sharpie mark there or something. Yeah. Or we can just eyeball it. Let's see here. Oh, we got to... Hey, try using a tape measure. It's exciting. Okay, so the wrap starts about a little under 1 inch from the stem. And this is original schwinn, so I'd like to use what we have and start 1 inch from the stem. You guys can't really see. That's better. Check it out. Maybe I'll turn this overhead on too. That a little better? Yeah, it's a little better. Okay, so we're gonna start about 1 inch, a little under 1 inch. First, we're gonna take this off. I got one over here also. This one I already took off. And on this one, it was acting kind of funny. When it was on here, it was kind of kicked off like that. Instead of this one being straight, it was kind of like that. And what I found out was this little pinion, this little stud here, is pushed out, and you can actually see it there. It's not really in that hole, and it was causing this to be out. So we'll take note of that when we put it back together. But for now, this has to come off. Okay. It's a little metal washer. The metal washer goes in between here and that aluminum stud. Then there's a little serrated washer on a flathead chrome screw, machine screw. Then there's this little plastic collar, and that goes in there like that. So the plastic piece doesn't go on first. It goes on this part, and the washer goes on here with some grease probably. Okay, so now we know we got that off. That's good. And we're going to unwrap this real quick because we got stuff to do. Oh, yeah. You guys can see. Okay, we're going to pry this cap off. Screwdriver. Here it is. Little screwdriver. So there's a little chrome cap on here. You can pry it off. There we go. And we'll save that for sure. Okay, so we're going to unwrap this. And if you might notice, there's this little handkerchief right here. There's a special tool that holds the bar steady. It clamps somewhere down there. It's quite expensive. But the handkerchief, you know, that was $1.99. So we're doing okay. We're on a budget. Okay, so this is opaque blue coming off. This is how Schwinn wrapped this bike in '72. And we'll kind of see how they X patterned it. Yeah, they just X patterned it. That's okay. We can redo that. Now the rolls I have look kind of shy. They're small, so I might have to start 2 inches over. But I'd rather start like it's supposed to be, and I will attempt to start where the Schwinn factory started in '72. But if the rolls are kind of shy, then I might have to adjust it. It's going to be a pain to unwrap everything and then adjust to get the length you need on this. So you kind of got to make a decision what you want to do. Okay. Yeah, look at how nice that was in 1972. That's sweet. Well, unfortunately, what are we going to do? Turn it out? We could turn it over, and then it wouldn't have that grippy stuff. Okay, let's get the. So this is what we got, and it's close. You know, it's maybe 1 shade darker. It's not bad. I don't think you're going to find this opaque blue anywhere. So I'm going to open this up and see what we got. Put that over there for now. Yeah, somewhere. Yeah. Let's try that again. Put this over here for now. Okay, it's better. All right, let's open this up. Okay, there's one roll. There's another roll in here. Now, regular style, they give you this big roll, and we're not gonna wrap it in white because we have this blue. Anyway, so if you notice, this is about half the size. So don't blow it. Don't just start wrapping with this and make it all beautiful and get to the end and cut that piece off. And then you're short on the other side. Take this roll, if you're doing it with the big roll, undo it completely and find the middle of the roll and then snip it and then roll those back up into 2 individual rolls. If you take this and make it all fancy, when you get to the end and you cut it, you might be short on the other side. Don't ask me how I know. Okay, but we got these 2 individual rolls, and we got 2 individual rolls. So we're already to the point where these are cut in half. But if you were going to use this big roll, unroll it and cut it in half. And then you know you're going to make the side, because you get down to the end, you got a problem. Okay, so let's get going on this one side. And oh, got a question already. Man, I've had this tape. Oh, the question was from Bog Body. Where did you buy the new tape? I went to El Sobrani Schwinn back when they had actual Schwinn stuff. This was probably 20 years ago. And a guy there said, "Hey, you're into old Schwinns." He was like some whippersnapper into mountain bikes. And he said, "Why don't you buy all those Schwinn grips and Hunt Wild tape?" And I'm like, "Well, that Hunt Wild, that's not really Schwinn." And he said, "Yeah, but it's a close match." And I just kept going there when I had a few bucks, and I just bought that whole drawer of stuff that was probably 25 years ago. So, yeah, I mean, if I looked on eBay, I could probably make bank on this, but I like to use it on this bike because it's not Schwinn. It's got these weird holes in it, but we're gonna use it. We're gonna use it right now. So here we go. But yeah, I got lucky. Some young guy was like, "Hey, we're gonna just throw this stuff out." He wasn't gonna throw it out. Anyway, so we're about an inch from there. We're gonna start right there. I could clean these up a little. I better tighten this one up a little bit. It looks a little funky. All right, that looks pretty tight. All right, let's get wrapping. We said we're going to do it. About an inch away. On this first one, you got to get a good wrap or two, at least an inch and a half tight, and then go the third over. So I'm going a third over. Yeah, it's because these little holes in here. This is not stock Schwinn. Maybe they put the holes here so you would know where to wrap it. Maybe you're supposed to cover them up. I don't think so. It looks pretty cool with the holes. I'll have to think about that before I start wrapping it. What do you guys think? Holes or no holes? Let's get you closer. Yeah, I don't think we can do no holes. It's got to be a third. So I think either we're going to go with the white tape or we're going to use this and go with the holes. Yeah, I can always change it later. I guess this is kind of a grip thing. I just know that you have to go a third over and those holes are going to show. So we're going to keep going. Because that's what we do here. Maybe it shouldn't be. I'm trying to second guess myself here. Maybe you're supposed to hide the holes. No, I don't think so. Because you'll never make it. What do the people say? What are the people talking about here? Adam Allen, I have never wrapped bars well. Well, today's the day you're going to learn, Adam. Oh, Bog Body says holes look fine. And Adam Allen says holes. Okay, man, that's it. The consensus is out. The holes will be showing. Let's not second guess it. Thanks, guys. Those racing holes. It's there for grip. That's what they're for. Hey, thanks for chiming in. Now I know. It's a racing thing. Okay, so Adam, we started here about an inch. Now, other Schwinns start further, but on this bike, there was an inch right here. So I'm gonna keep with the Schwinn stuff from the factory. And we did almost a full wrap there, real tight, and now we're going over a third. And the holes are definitely showing. But that's okay. You know what? I better have a pair of scissors ready. And oh dear. You know what? I forgot, guys. I have to have a pair of scissors ready. Let's see. Maybe I can reach over to the counter and get them. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Yeah, I got to have a pair of scissors ready. Dude. Shoot, they're over there. Okay, you know what? I'll just keep wrapping till the end. I'll put the cap in, then I'll run over and get the scissors. At least I have the cap ready. At least I wasn't a complete bozo. Okay, so here we go. We're going to keep wrapping. Just keeping it a third over. My little handkerchief here is working. It was very expensive. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. And, you know, with the hole showing, I probably should have scuffed this up with some cleaner, you know. It's not too bad, though. I think I'm just going to keep going, live and learn. In the future, if I have tape with holes in it, I'll make sure the bars are shiny clean. But for now, we're just going to keep going because that's what we do. Okay, we're getting down to the nitty gritty here. Keeping it a third over on the next strip. That's the rule of thumb. Now with this, maybe they put the holes here so you know how to wrap it. I don't know. I have never used the stuff with the holes in it before. It's looking pretty nice though. I must say, you guys have good taste. Yeah, having that aluminum show through. Not too bad. Okay, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. We might do our first X. Man, I hope they gave me enough tape. It's gonna be tight. Yeah, usually if I wasn't worried about tape, I'd come across here another time. But you know what? I'm really worried about this not having enough tape. So we're gonna make the first X right here. Let's see here. Yeah, you guys can kind of see a little bit. Let me just switch you over there. Here we go. There you go. So we're going to make the first X. We're back behind here, and we're going to go across. Now, I'm really worried about this tape. So I'm just going to make a quick X and come around here and up and over. And if you see in a few minutes, I'm unwrapping this whole thing and starting right here, then you know they didn't give me enough tape. It's going to be real close, though. I know what's left. It's going to be close. I mean, you can't stretch it that much. You can pull and stretch it a little bit, but if you get down to the end and you don't have anything left and you've got 4 inches to go, you're going to be unwrapping this thing. It's just, you know, you get a feel for it. And it's close, man. It's going to be close, guys and girls. And you can't really get that cross wrap to save it until you get on this flat part. So that's a problem. Okay, we're getting it though. We're going to cheat a little bit more there. Okay, all right. Hey, we might not even need scissors. We'll get to the end and just shove the rest in the tube because it is going to be tight, folks. Are you getting a good view there? Yeah, you guys are good. Okay. Nice to have a bike stand. That's not going to be that tight. Maybe I could have done that loop. Yeah, I guess I was wrong. Yeah, I had more than I thought. I don't think I could have done it without the holes, though. Okay, so we don't have the scissors, but we have this cap plug. And we'll just shove the cap plug in here, and then I'll run over there and get the scissors. Bear with me. Oh, hey, Mike Love. All right. Yeah, we're the ficus. Yes. Well, it's been really hot around here, Mike, and the ficus does need help. Is it a ficus? Are you talking about the one on the porch or the? Yeah, no, that's doing pretty good. There's a flower on there. Okay, we're gonna shove this in, and we're gonna run over here and get a pair of scissors off the kitchen counter because somebody didn't think ahead. 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Okay, so what have we learned? They didn't short us. We could have started anywhere. We could have wrapped this a little thicker here, but Schwinn only uses one X across there. Schwinn doesn't worry about covering that up on either side. They just wrapped it. And so it's like Schwinn Factory would have done this, except Schwinn Factory doesn't have little holes like that because, we're special. Okay, so let's trim this off. Got a little extra. And we'll take this cap back off and we'll shove that back in there because I didn't have the scissors ready. That's okay. We have them ready now. Dude, it's really in there. Okay, there's that. Okay, so we've trimmed that and we're going to shove this in here. Actually, I messed up a little bit. It's good to get as much on the edge of the bar as possible before you shove the cap in. That looks pretty good. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's one side. Chrome, good. Now we get down to the end and we missed a few holes. But you have to do that on the end. You have to, and you have to do it right here. You have to really get the end wrapped tight with multiple layers and then put it in. You have to do that. You're not going to have holes there. That's the way it is. Well, I don't know. Maybe someone could do it. I'd rather have no holes there and it be tight and not come apart. Okay, so let's do the other side. Yeah. This is the old stuff. That's not a bad match. I think this is kind of faded just from being around so much. When you look at this, that's not a bad match. I just kind of wish the holes weren't there, but that's what we got, racing tape. Okay, I'll switch it around to the side. We'll just spin it on the carpet here. I don't know why I'm playing with the old tape. Carpet spin. Oh, yeah. Okay. Hey, we're only like 28 minutes in and we got one side done. We're doing good. Okay, so like I was saying earlier, if you're using a big roll, you unroll the whole roll, get to the middle of it, and cut it in half. But since we have two small rolls, boom, we don't have to do that whole. I make sure I get to the stuff before I cut it and mess it up. Mike Love, why does these old bikes make you so happy? I've been working on bikes since I was 12, Mike, and there's no huge, heavy, greasy lifting, pulling engines, transmissions. You pull the back wheel, you got the back wheel. It's one hand. They're just, especially Schwinns, they're quality. Something about an old Schwinn bike is the quality that went into it. For some reason, that just makes me happy that it's easy to work on and the parts are very durable. And did you know that only ladies in the Schwinn factory braise these frames with fillet brazing? Only ladies were allowed in the brazing room to do this fillet brazing right here. It's a lost art. The EPA shut them down, but it's an interesting fact that the ladies had the fine touch to make the schwinn frame. Yeah. Okay. Who else is talking? Okay. Yeah, it makes me pretty happy working on these. That's how I am, I guess. I get all happy. Good for you guys, or I'd be some grumpy guy. I hate working on bikes. All right. So we got an inch here. Let's see. Yeah, we can just kind of estimate it here. Let's get these shifters out of the way. Let's see. And on this one, I think I'm going to start this way. On this one, I started this way. And I think I have to start on that way too to make it look right. I can't remember. Maybe you start that way. No, I'm going to start the way I did earlier. But let's get our mark. Or I could just estimate it. How far are we here? Yeah, a little under an inch. I can kind of see a little rusty mark on the aluminum here. I'm going to go with that. All right, but you know what? Let's get the cap ready. Because that was a faux pas last time. Okay, we got a cap ready right here. And it does fit. So we'll just put that right there. And we got the scissors. Scissors are right here. We're not going to blow it this time. Okay, so let's start on this. We got stuff to do. Keep it tight. Make that first wrap. Hold it with your thumb. Make that first wrap tight. You want that on there, man. You want that never to come off ever, because you're going to be riding this, or I'm going to be riding it. Okay, so we got a first wrap and a half real tight. Now we can start to branch over to the third. Right there. So we're a third on the tape the whole way. And the racing holes are now showing. And, you know, we now know that we don't have to be so stingy with this tape, because we got to the other end and we had a good section left. But we'll still wrap it tight and pretend like it's going to run out, because we don't know if this roll is the right. It might be a little bit less in this roll. You know, I wasn't at the factory. Hey, you guys, make sure you cut those rolls in half exactly. You know, it might have been a Monday or something. Yeah, we're dealing with the unknown here. We don't know if this roll is the same as the other roll in length. So we're going to keep it tight like we did. And just keep everything tight. Just keep tension on this at all times. And don't be afraid to stretch the vinyl tape a little bit. You know, gouge it into your leg while you're doing it too. It's fun. Okay. Ow, my hand's freezing up. Okay, we're almost ready to sit on the special wrapping stool. Yeah, that hole's a little off. Dang it. Unwrap. We're going to make sure that hole is not off. Okay, so Schwinn didn't do anything fancy here, just an X pattern. They got down to the bottom. And we're going to make the first X right here. Go behind it. And X the back of it like that. And let's see, what am I doing here? There's one. Oh, right. I forgot my brain for a minute, guys. Yeah. Right. We're going to come back up. And over. And the X is now complete. Now we're looping it down to the bottom. Good. I think I'm going to sit down now. Oh, okay. Okay, so we made the X. It's pretty simple. Schwinn didn't get fancy. Now, I've seen other people, and I've done it too. If you definitely have enough tape, you cut a piece of this and you wrap it around here first and use this piece of Scotch tape. And that way, when you get there, it's in a little further, and you don't have that little triangle there. But Schwinn didn't care. But some racers, I've seen it. I've done it a few times. If you have extra, you can wrap it around like that and then cover it up with the X. But that's not how Schwinn did it. And we want this to be like, even though this isn't Schwinn tape, we want it to be like 1972 all over again. We're getting it. Okay. Adam Allen, I love working on old bikes too, for all the same reasons. Can you show us your bike collection sometime? You know what? On the next live feed, I'll try to take the computer down to my stash. And it's kind of dark down there, but I think if I did some lighting on the next live feed, I'll see if I can get that computer down and show you all the goodies. Some are for sale. There's a couple Schwinn Travelers for sale. Nice. There's a few Breezes for sale. A little purple one that's really nice. Next feed, we'll see if we can run down there and see if the computer doesn't blow up. But I think since the router's down there, maybe we'll actually get a better signal. Yeah, I promise. Next feed, we'll do a little update about what goes and what stays and what's for sale. And trust me, I got to get rid of a lot of bikes. So that's a good question, Adam. Okay, so keep it tight. The holes are showing. This is what we want. We're a third on. Just keep it tight. Keep tension on it. And you put your foot against the wheel. The handkerchief is doing its job. So is your leg. Okay, we're getting it. We're coming around. We're coming around. Oh, yep, we didn't get the holes to show there. We want those racing holes to show. This is like Tour de France stuff here. So when you mess up, like say you messed up a little bit, or you ran out of tape, let's say you got to here and you ran out of tape. Oh man, there's no way I can do that. Well, you just unroll it and roll it up with the same tension backwards, like that. Get it all back on the roll nice and tight, and then start further up somewhere like, oh, you got to make a decision. Oh, I'll start right here. That'll save me 5 wraps, and that's what I needed down here. So you can always, don't despair. You can always go back and redo it, but when you do, you have to redo the other side too. So don't mess up. I've seen a lot of messed up bikes. People just giving up. They put some black tape on there and, okay, that's good. I did one side. Okay, so we're going along here. We're going along. We're going along. Going along. You want a good amount to make the cap catch that. So you want some. Now see, the holes here are not showing, but I want a really good wrap right there because I want the cap to catch that extra and shove it in. So we're going to cut this right now because I'm pretty happy with that. And a lot of people say when you finish the wrap, this part should be on the bottom, but it doesn't really matter. You're not really going to scratch your bike and pull that off in the real world. Okay, so here we go. We're going to pop it in. Okay, good. Sweet. Okay, let's review. Not bad. Maybe a little bit uneven there. I can live with that. That's not too bad. Nice color. Chrome caps are in. Yeah. Probably should have scrubbed the bars a little bit. I didn't know those holes were going to show through that much. I probably should have taken, I don't know, something to clean aluminum and scrub those bars a little bit. But hey, we're not doing too bad. Tell you what, let's tighten this one up because this peg is out and it's that way. So let's tighten that up. And then we'll put the lever safety levers back on because we're all about safety. Trying to get that pin back in there. Don't make me get the big hammer out, Sonny. Man, that sucker does not want to move back over where it should go. Should have done this before I wrapped the bars. Well, let's try it now. That's better. Yeah, okay, kind of went in there. Better than it was. The safety lever was all wonky because this was out too far. It's still out a little bit compared to this one. Maybe someone put this together backwards, I'm not sure. And no, this is not the right screwdriver for this. Okay, let's put the safety levers on. I think this one is here. Okay, let's get to see you guys can check it out. So you know what you're doing. Oh no, steel wool on aluminum. Oh no, no. Don't do it. Okay. All right, we'll put a little, we're going to put a tiny bit of grease on here because we can. That's what we do. Drop things on the floor. Okay, we'll put a little dab on there too. And then we'll look for a rag. Okay, there's a metal washer that goes here. The metal washer goes on first. And then a plastic sleeve. It's like a little bushing. You see that? That actually goes in here on the back side, like so. We'll dab on there. A little dab will do you. Okay, that's all good. Then this little washer. Yeah, there's a little washer that goes on this nut. It's not a nut, it's a machine screw. Okay. Hey, we're doing good. Safety is important. Oops, what's going on here? Something's going on. Oh. I put the wrong safety lever on. Guys, why didn't you tell me that? Oh dear. Well, at least all the parts are greased up and ready to go, right? Okay, we'll take the safety lever off and we'll put it on the other side because we're that smart. Okay, so we know that this one fits the other side, so let's put it on here so we know it's the right one. And the plastic bushing is in there. But now the plastic bushing is in the wrong side. Now it's in the right side. Okay, I knew something was wrong. Okay, we're big on safety here. Okay, that's good. Let's wipe this stuff off. Dude. Okay, we can live with that. It's a little wonky on that. Yeah, we're gonna have to see about that. I think someone changed these levers at one point. I've got another one in the box here. It looks the same. This one is one I had. And yeah, I think someone might have changed these at one point. I'm not sure why. Anyway, we got the washer on there. We got this one. We need to put some grease in this one. Okay, let's put it on the right side now. Oh, did it again. Dang. I think it, wait, what's going on here? Yeah. No. Huh. What's going on here? Pretty sure this is the right one. Yeah, something's going on. That's right. Unless it goes like this. Maybe it goes like that. Oh, okay. Oh, man. I'm batting 1,000 here. Something as simple as a safety lever. I guess safety is never that simple, right? Right. It actually goes like that. Okay, now I remember. It's all coming back to me now. Yeah, that one's wrong. Imagine that. These things are, you don't pay attention, you can really mess up. Okay, there. One safety lever. This one's wrong. No, I did that. It's because I'm talking to you guys. Okay. Right, that's the left. Okay, now we're getting it. Now we're cooking with gas. Washer, safety lever, plastic bushing. There we go. Okay. Crisis averted. Okay, safety levers installed. We're about 50 minutes in, and we've got the bars wrapped and the safety levers installed. We are doing good. Okay, so now on to the nitty gritty. So I had to shorten the axle. I had to put a shorter axle. I had to put a shorter axle in this wheel. And because the 6-speed kicked it out. And, oh, think good thoughts. Oh, Mike Love. Mike Love says, think good thoughts. Don't feed the negative. I hope you will still be on when I come back. Yeah, I've got probably another half hour. I'm not even close to doing what I wanted to do. Okay, so I'll show you guys real quick what the problem was. Somebody had a 6-speed cluster on this, and the axle was they put a longer axle in for the 6-speed. And when they did that, they had to spread the frame. Free wheel tool to get this off to show you guys. And I'm having a problem. Oh, here it is. Shimano freewheel tool, small Shimano freewheel tool. And here's the tool I had to use to get the 6-speed cluster off. This one I filed down. It's in my collection of, got about 30 of these things. It's got the 2 little notches in there, and a lot of them don't fit. You got to have a bunch of these. I hate this style because it's just so iffy whether it's going to work or break the little notches off. Fortunately, no one really rode this bike. They just threw parts together and thought it was going to be okay. Anyway, this 6-speed cluster was longer, so they used a longer axle, and they spread the frame apart to get the bike in, to get the wheel in. And I couldn't be having that. So, you only need 5 speeds. You only need 10 speeds. You don't need 12 speeds. The bike weighs a ton. What do you need 12 speeds for? You're going to go racing? You're not really going to go racing on this thing. Okay, so I'll show you what's going on. And plus they didn't have this Schwinn protector on. And if you've ever ridden a bike and you shifted it too far and it was out of adjustment, the derailleur will go right into the back spokes, and it's all over. You're calling your mom or your dad or uncles or brothers to come get you. Anyway, this is, even though it's heavy and it's a piece of Schwinn history, it's good to have. You can have little plastic ones that are lighter, but these are really good. The derailleur doesn't go smashing into the spokes if it's not adjusted right. And cables stretch and things get wonky, and you go off a curb and it changes everything. So it's good to have the spoke protector when applicable, when you can put it on. Okay, so now I had to put a smaller axle, narrower in width. And now watch how easy it goes in. There you go. No struggling with a screwdriver, no prying the frame out a 1/4 inch to get that giant 6-speed cluster in there. Why? You're not racing this bike. Anybody that's going to race one of these is going to be really disappointed. Okay, so the axle is correct. This axle is now correct for 5-speed. I also cleaned it and re-greased everything. And oh yeah, when I opened it up, and you guys are going to love this part. The things people have done before. So this was the axle that was in there. And, okay, I must admit, I've done this too. I have a lathe. And when parts are unavailable, you can take this and chuck it up in your lathe and, do a nice skim cut, very high speed, because bike parts are very hardened. And you can resurface a cone. It's not great because I think it loses the hardness. But when you don't have any parts available, sometimes you have to do that. But there's parts available for this. It's a 72 Schwinn, by God. You could go to any bike store and ask for some cones. Anyway, I don't know who did this. It wasn't me, but I have done it before. But the things you find, people machining cones to save $3. Yeah. Okay, so let's keep going here. Quit rambling. We're going to put the spoke protector on. And we're going to put the 5-speed cluster on, not the 6-speed, the 5-speed, because we shortened the axle. Oh, you know what? It's good to have a little dab of grease on the threads, because you don't know who's going to be taking this off next time. It's probably going to be me. So a little dab of grease on the threads. Thread that on. Make sure that's hunky-dory. Don't worry about really getting this tight. The first time you pedal the bike in low gear, you can kind of feel it go, and you're like, oh no, what's happening? It's just your free will seating on those threads. Don't worry, it's okay. Okay, so let's put the skewer back in, and then we'll throw the derailleur on, which I spent like an hour messing with today. messing with derailleurs. French approved, Schwinn approved derailleurs. Okay, so this is ready to go. It needs a truing though, but it doesn't feel dry anymore. Okay, let's put the rear derailleur on right now. We can't be messing around. This is a Schwinn approved derailleur. I don't think it's for this bike. I think it had a Shimano VG something. I'm pretty sure that this is incorrect, but it's Schwinn and it'll work hopefully, and we'll know because I have a chain we're going to throw on too. All right, let's put this in. The bolt on here is usually 9mm on the clamp part, and it is. So, are you guys close enough? Yeah, I guess so. There you go. How's that? Chime in if you're close enough. Okay, good. So let's pop this derailleur on here. Okay, we're not even an hour yet. We wrapped the bars and we're putting the derailleur on. Oh man, we're doing good. If you watched the other video, how the wheel was all kicked over, all crazy, and you had to bend these out to get the wheel on, I'm trying to make it so that's not happening. So the wheel will be centered and you won't have to pry it so hard. If you're on the side of the road prying on your bike with a screwdriver to get the wheel off, that's a problem. Okay. We got the derailleur, and I think it goes like that. Yep. All right, we're going to put this back wheel on like right now. Probably the first time this back wheel's been on correctly as a 5-speed in many years. Okay, we're holding up on that derailleur a little. Maybe you do need a screwdriver. Okay. Don't make me look silly now. What's it holding up on? Oh, I see. There we go. Okay, no screwdriver needed. Okay, some people like to put the skewer in on this side. I don't like to do that. It kind of, I always think it interferes with the derailleur a little bit. All right, so it's good and centered. Yeah, it's nice and centered now. That's good. That's not bad. The wheel is in the center now. So say goodbye to this 6-speed cluster. I'll probably use it on another bike, but not on this bike because it's not right, you know. It's maybe on a mountain bike or something. Okay, we got a wheel and we got a derailleur and we have another derailleur, but we're not going to concentrate on that right now. We're going to put the chain on because we're running out of time. It's been an hour, and an hour's worth of work, you should be able to see your 10-speed pedal. So new chain, cheapy little chain I got off the Jungle website. Of course, you don't want anybody to ever steal this. It's really in here good. You know, people be stealing bike chains. Okay. So this is a 116 link. Where's the thing of it? Let's make sure. 116 links. It's half by 3/32. That's standard 5-speed stuff. I think you can go up to 6-speed with this, but 7-speed and above is thinner. So if you get a chain that says 6-speed, you can use it on your 5-speed. You're okay. In fact, this even says 6 because not many people are running a 5-speed anymore. Just a few oddballs. Anyway, there's a little snap link in there. We might use that. We might not. I don't really like those. Okay, so we're going to put this on. They gave us 116 links. And if I have to go out to the shop and get some more links, then the video's over because that's it. But I think, wow, this has little holes in it. Look at that. Huh. Wow. I don't know about that. That's the first time I've ever seen a chain with the holes in the middle center links. Well, you know, we have it. There was a reason it was cheap, and we're going to put it on. And it's easier to do without the top derailleur because you have to undo this little bolt that wedges the derailleur in there. And we're just going to put it on without the top derailleur for now. And we'll see if we have enough. 116 links. I thought Schwinn 10 speed was 113. Okay, we should have 2 extra links when we're done. Okay, so you guys getting this? How I'm struggling here? Ow. Okay. Come on now. Are you going to be one of those silly close interference drillers? Oh, I can't believe it. I think it is. Oh, no, it's okay. So we're going around that wheel, and then we're going to go back up over. And it looks like it's adjusted to the, let's adjust it to the 5th gear thing, make it easy. Let's kick it over a little. Where'd that little mini screwdriver go? I need an assistant. Where's the little screwdriver? Maybe this one's thin enough. I had this little jeweler screwdriver. It was just right. Well, let's see if that's thin enough. No, it is not thin enough. Oh, yeah, it's okay. So right now we're kicking the driller back in so I can make sure it's in 5th gear when I do this. And then once we get it on here, we'll shift it by hand without a cable to the top and make sure the chain is long enough. I know 5th gear will be okay. We'll see if they gave us enough links. That's really far. I don't know who was. Well, this derailleur was just in a box of my stuff. So I really don't know what the story was with this. It may not even work for this bike. Yeah, it might not. Look at that. Huh. This derailleur may not work for this bike. We may have to change it out. But for now, let's put this chain on. Might just barely work. I might be able to take an adjustable wrench and bend this whole tab out. It's just a little bit shy. Okay, let's get our Schwinn. Let's get our tool here. This is a chain tool. Hey, if you're working on bikes and you're replacing chains and stuff like that, buy a good chain tool. You know, I know this is kind of expensive compared to the cheapies, but man, those cheapy chain tools, they can mess you up. They can pinch your hand. They break. They break chains. You get them in there wrong. You know, buy something good. This is like for the thinner chain. It's made by Shimano. Yeah, I mean, you know, this is Park tool. I believe this is Park. Anytime you see that like baked on blue stuff, yeah, this is a good tool. I definitely recommend it. All right, so we know that in 5th, okay, we're getting there. We know that in 5th gear, this would be a little bit loose. So we definitely would have to, yeah, we would definitely have to take at least 2 links out. I was right, it's 113 for Schwinn. Okay, at least 2 links out, maybe even 3. Let's see here. Yeah, that's still a bit loose to be in high gear. There is a way to, there's an adjustment on that, I thought. I guess I'm wrong. Yeah, I mean, that's slapping around. That's pretty loose, but you're going to be pedaling. Let's go with that. We'll take these 3 links off because I was right. It's 113 links. And we'll put the snap link in. See, that chain tool is nice. You know, you don't want to mess around with those crappy, cheap chain. You can mess yourself up. Those things can pop. Sometimes they just break the chain. You don't get them in there right, and the pin goes in sideways, and you're forcing it because you don't realize it. You don't. Some people don't feel the way a pin moves, like people that have done this a million times, and they're cranking that, and then the handle is only like that big because they're so cheap. Like the handle is on the cheap ones is only like that much, and you're like trying to get this, and just buy something with some good threads and a well quality made tool if you're going to be doing this a lot. If not, okay. So we took 3 links out because I knew exactly that Schwinn is 113 links, and we're not going to use that snap link thing. I don't like those, so we'll take this off. And plus, we might have to put the links back in. I'm not sure, and use a different derailleur because it might not catch top gear. So let's put this in. Yeah, see what I can do here. Yeah, we're just taking a chance here because it may not. Once we get to the lowest gear up here, and then the bigger gear here, it might not be enough chain. We might have to switch to a different derailleur that allows us to get some actual chain action. Boy, this is a lot of oily stuff they put on here. Holy moly. Okay, we're trying to get that lined up. Don't be afraid to undo it and line it back up a little better if it's not going in like it's not. The English make a little pair of pliers that does this. It's really nice. I might have to use a pair of pliers. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. Oh, there we go. Come on now. Be nice. Yeah, I do this all the time. Yeah. You get some good tools. Struggle. All right, what is going on here? Maybe it has to be pulled out a little. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, don't be afraid to work it back and forth until you get that easy spot. Right now it's going in, so we're going to keep going. Let's see here. Okay, we're through. Now, it'll be tight because you just worked it. Oh, it's not all the way in. Maybe you have to use the link. Huh. Maybe you have to use the link. I didn't think you had to. Okay, we're good. Now, you just work this. You just put it on. Now, this is tight right here. You see how that's not moving? So you take the part where you just put the pin in and you shake and crunch it back and forth sideways. And then that loosens it up. There you go. See, now it's moving. Because when you drive a pin in, it just naturally compresses everything. It compresses. When you drive with the pin in, it compresses this whole area. And so then that's tight because you worked it. And then you crunch it back and forth sideways like that. Not all day. And then it'll loosen up. All right, let's see if this is going to be okay in low gear. I think we're all right. Maybe not. Yeah, something's going on. Huh? Yeah, this derailleur is bent shitless. Dude. Oh, man. This crappy out of the box in the basement derailleurs. It's seen better days. Yeah. I'm going to pull a no-no here. Oh, man. Okay, that's a little better. Yeah, we might be looking for a new derailleur. That's a little better. Okay. We're okay. That's a bit on the, we could probably take another link out, maybe. I'm a little bit worried to take another link out, though, because we haven't tested the top gear on here versus the top gear on here. But let's just see how this works through. We can kind of grab it with our hand and use it like a cable. Let's see. How can I show you guys? Could do it this way. Oh yeah, sweet. Real smart. Okay. Definitely should put a cable on this soon. Okay, there's third. There's fourth. And there's fifth. While we're here, let's, where's the adjuster at? Oh, it's right there. Let's run this adjuster in. If I have a screwdriver, that'll fit it. There. Now, there's no way to push the derailleur. This is the low side adjuster. So I adjusted that. So there's no way, even if you pull the cable all the way, it won't rub against that chrome piece. And if you don't have that chrome piece in there, it won't ruin your back rim. If you run the derailleur into the spokes while you're riding, you're not going to have a good day. All right, so we got that. That's pretty good. I could go a little more, a little less. And yeah, I should have a cable on this so I can use the actual lever for it. Okay, we got first. And we're down to fifth. Okay, so let's, that's a little loosey-goosey. I might take another link out. We'll see. All right, so we're going to pop it to the top side now. We're on the bigger. We're on the 52. All right. So let's see if we even get the full, when I compress this, let's see if the chain even goes up there. So I know, like, I don't have to do the derailleur thing. I might use this derailleur. It might be easier to shade this way so I can actually pull this. Yeah, maybe. Wow, that's tight. Yeah, that's real tight for that's what would that be? 6th gear. Yeah, that's pretty tight. Still a little bit though. I think we're okay. I'm not going to take a link out though. I'm going to leave it the way it is in case I change the derailleur. I don't think I'm going to take a link out. That's pretty tight. That's better. What would that be? That would be 8th. No, that's yeah, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8's running pretty good. A little more. Oh, that's 8. Yeah. No, that's 9. Yeah, sorry. And then this is 10. Oh yeah. Okay, we're in 10th gear. We're doing good. And it's not the best freewheel in the world. You pay $15 for a freewheel. I'll show you what you get. don't know if you can pick it up, but you see how the freewheel's kind of going like this? You see this? It's like it makes the whole wheel do that, but it's just the freewheel. When you're pedaling, it's okay. But when you coast and you have a cheap freewheel, this distance changes like that. Yeah, that's the sign that you bought a $14.97 freewheel. Okay, so we got gears. We don't have a cable, but we got gears. I don't think I'm going to take a link out of this. Maybe. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to pop or not. That's pretty loose. I think I'm going to let it ride. There's a good chance I'm going to change to a different derailleur, and you know what? I'll definitely save these other links. I'll be glad I didn't take a bunch of links out. I probably will change to a Shimano VG or whatever, something that actually came on the bike. I think this is from a Continental or a Suburban. It's Schwinn, it works, but I'll save these extra links. We might change it. Okay, so we got a few minutes left, and we're going to put this top derailleur on. Oh, hey, who's that? Mike Love. The older I get, I see more clear. How are we all the same? Why did it take so long? When you were old, your house smelled like pee. I still can't find your wife's art. Oh, hey, go to sarahfaulkner.com. It's there. She's got a whole website. There's thousands of images to choose from. Mostly she's doing originals now, trying to get away from the Jaclays. But you know, that old black truck I got, that's when the big paintings get delivered, it has to go on that truck because it doesn't fit in a small car. So she does some really big paintings. Some of the ones she's been doing are 48 by 60. Yeah, sarahfaulkner.com. There's lots of stuff. Say you're Mike Love. She'll know who that is. You're one of the better subscribers here that always chimes in. Yeah. So yeah. Let's put this top derailleur on. We got about 10 minutes left. Oh, and by the way, this top derailleur, this was a nightmare. I never again will I attempt to change parts and re-grease and rebuild a Schwinn approved made in France. There's nothing wrong with it, but I don't think anybody in their right mind should have to try to make one of these right again. Anyway, so here's what happened. This one was the one on it, and you can see that huge gouge. Yeah, somebody had a lot of use on that, and I just couldn't deal with that. So I had this other one that was also Schwinn, but the diameter here was incorrect. And this diameter is for the larger bike, the bigger post, this bigger tube here. So I took some parts off of one of these, and it was the same piece. It did work, but I'm questioning my sanity, how long it took and how hard it was. And you definitely need a vise. You can't just do this in your hand. You know, like the rear derailleur, I was able to kind of take apart and re-grease and blow it off with some compressed air. But this top derailleur, it's not a piece you just work on. You have to have a vise. Taking this one piece off and getting these spring-loaded, it's spring-loaded inside here, I believe, and getting that all back together and making it right again. I should have just left this one on. The heck with it, right? But this one was so bad. Like, I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if you can. Yeah, you guys can see what's going on. The chain rubbed in that so bad. That's actually not, this mark here is not from using the bike. That's from driving your bike without having your derailleur adjusted and leaving the shifter in the down position and not caring. When you're riding at 10 speed, you can hear things like, and you just kind of gently go up or down on the lever for the top derailleur. It has to move. The top derailleur has to be adjusted as you adjust these, you have to adjust that. That's just the way to adjust your top derailleur when you're going into a higher or lower gear, or it's going to rub. You'll hear it. And this is from someone not adjusting their derailleur right. It was out of adjustment, and they didn't use the lever to help them. They didn't know how to ride a 10-speed. They just, oh, it's a normal 10-speed sound. That is not a normal 10-speed sound. Okay. This is the normal wear. Okay. That's normal wear. That's just a little bit of grazing in there. Okay. A little bit right here. Okay. That's normal. That's not normal. Okay. That's somebody being silly. All right. So yeah, let's try to put this on real quick. And to do that, we have to undo this. You know, it's a whole thing. And we're running out of time. All right. Okay, good. We got that piece out. We just took that. See, now we got that piece out. So now we can slip it over the chain and I can bolt it on to the frame. Oh no, don't use steel wool in the house. Okay. All right, so let's put this on because we only have a few seconds left here. And I promised I would have a derailleur on here. What's going on? Oh, there's a little peg there. Okay. No, we're getting it. We're getting it, folks. Don't worry. I actually do know what I'm doing. Although I'm not sure that this derailleur is correct because this bike came with no derailleurs. So we'll find out, won't we? Okay, so that is, all right, so that's in the top. We got to push this up a little because you don't want it, you want it to like go out but not touch the chain guard thingy. That's too low. I'd say that's about it right there. This might be the wrong derailleur. We'll give it a shot. I'm sure both of these derailleurs are probably wrong. I'll have to look up. I can go to the Schwinn lightweight page. There's these nuts on Facebook. Well, these gentlemen that really like Schwinn lightweights, and I don't know if they consider this Super Sport a lightweight, but they would definitely know what derailleurs I need. And I don't think these are the ones. So let's put this bolt back in. We're not going to tighten this up because I have a feeling this isn't the incorrect derailleur. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's put that on. Oh, come on now. Be nice. Okay. Let's see here. I did have maybe I can reach in with this. No way. No way, Jose. That's not it. Well, I could probably tighten that up if the back wheel was not on. Okay. Well, I'm not going to tighten this little bolt up here until I know what's going on. And I really have my doubts at this point. We'll pop this down and we'll see what's going on. And I don't have anything to pop it down with. Oh, maybe this works. Okay. Let's see here. And that's stiff. It's good to have all these cables ready instead of, pushing on things with screwdrivers and vice grips. If you cable something up, then you can definitely see what's happening instead of ruining things with vice grips and stuff like that. We probably should just cable this up. Oh, I might be able to see what's going on here. Yeah, vice grips are never good on bikes. Oh, but we can't get past the throw of the. Okay. Oh, and plus it's not adjusted all the way. Okay. Dang it. I'm adjusting it right now. I think this is the wrong top derailleur. I mean, the back one will work, but I'm having doubts about this one. If I could just grab that with something. Okay, I got something now. All right, so we adjusted it for more throw, and we're going to shove it down now. And we're going to see what's happening. Dang. I really should cable this thing up before I start messing around. Well, I don't have a cable in this, and I can't grab it. I want to see if it works, though. And I think with a cable in place, I can make it work. It's going to be another one of those redemption videos. It should work if I could just press that down with something. It should work. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, we got it. Yeah, I definitely need to cable this thing. All right, so we're in 10th gear right now, and it looks pretty good right here. So it'll definitely pop back down. There we go. Now we're back in 5th. Okay, so this top derailleur is probably incorrect, but I think we're just going to tighten it up for now. Okay, this top derailleur is incorrect, and the back one's incorrect too. Until I, look on the Facebook page of the Schwinn lightweight people. There's a whole Facebook page of them, and they just love these bikes. Although this may not be considered a lightweight, they would definitely know what's going on. Yeah, with some cables, I could do it up there, and I wouldn't be messing around with my hand and stuff like that. Okay, so we have a running Super Sport that needs cables and maybe some better derailleurs. Obviously, you can see the back wheel that needs a truing. We got tape, and we're doing pretty good. I'd say we're doing good. So let's have an overview here. We have tape. We have safety levers. We didn't do any cabling. We didn't put the light on. We didn't adjust. Well, we didn't put cables in for the brakes either. Yeah, but we have tape. Oh, and there was a gentleman that said the forks were bent because he was looking at the previous videos. The forks are not bent. It is definitely the GoPro playing tricks on people. If you look right here, these forks are straight as the day they were made. Those are not bent forks. They're straight. They go straight down, and they do fork stuff. That is not bent back. You look down here. Those forks are straight. I won't really know until I ride the bike. Sometimes they can look straight and they're not, but these are straight. And the GoPro has some weird angle stuff. And when I was in the shop, even I was questioning that. I was reviewing the video and like, oh, those forks are, they look a little pushed back, you know, but they're straight. Trust me, they're good. Okay, hey, thanks for tuning in. Let's read a few comments here. And then we got to clean up all this junk so people can use the living room tomorrow. Oh, thanks, Mike Love. Nice work, Faulkner. Hey, you know, this is what I do. Mike Love, thank you for giving your time. I hope you and your wife have a good Labor Day. Oh, we plan to do some resting. Yeah, there's probably going to be some artwork delivery too, though, unfortunately. Thanks, John. Glad to have a good outlook on life. You're a good soul. Yeah, I'm a good soul, aren't I? Straight ahead to you too, Mike. Adam Allen, that's a beauty. Yeah, you know, it's turning out pretty good. You know, let's take the silly handkerchief off the frame. Yeah, that was my idea of keeping this straight. Yeah, we can take that off now. In fact, my head's so sweaty from working on this thing. Probably need to dab it. Whew. Okay. Yeah, let's get another overview. It's, you know, this ain't too bad. It's got some nice wrap now, little chrome ends going on there. You know, put these cables back on and it'd be pretty nice. Yeah, you know, it's not bad. It's got the round emblem in the front with no date code. Sometimes there's a little date code stamped in, and I forget exactly what that was about. I think people were trying to hoodwink Schwinn dealers and say, oh, my Schwinn frame is bent, and this is, you offer a lifetime. Back in the day, they were like, lifetime guarantee on frame and fork, something like that. Anyway, I think people were trying to hoodwink them, so they stamped the date code in the oval part of the Schwinn, the newer ones, not this one. And I don't know. I guess they were just trying to figure out that, no, this bike is more than 10 years old. We're not going to cover it. Maybe it was a 10-year thing. I can't remember why. If somebody knows, let me know about that. Somebody told me that they stamped the date code in the Schwinn oval head badge to prevent people from kind of getting one over on them on their 10-year deal or something. Like they would, I don't know. Whatever it was Schwinn's way of saying, no, this bike isn't under warranty. Let's see what we got here. Adam Allen, looking forward to your next video. Peace. Yeah, okay, you guys. I should really sign out. I'm tired and I got all this junk to clean up. Yeah, this is my kitchen table here, and this has got to be cleaned up by tomorrow morning. Okay, folks. Next video, I guess we might either do it outside. It'll be cooler. Or we might try a downstairs thing, and you can see the collection. I don't know how the lighting's going to be down there, but maybe we'll set something up down there. Oh, yeah? But Bog Bodie, that looks like my kitchen table. Yeah, let's take another look. But look, there's another Schwinn over there. Doesn't two Schwinn in their living room / kitchen? Yeah. Yeah, you know, kind of. We didn't get to the goodies though, man. We were gonna put on the goodies. We got this 1972 Berkeley license plate. We got all these Schwinn approved headlamps. We were gonna put on the goodies, man. Oh, here's the brake cable. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I gotta clean up this junk. But hey, thanks for tuning in, guys, and thank you for all the wonderful comments. And we'll keep going on this. I might have to be. It might be an outside thing. It might be cool enough, and we'll see how the reception. It should be pretty good because the router box is right down there. Oh, hey, how was the quality of the stream? Was it choppy? Did it fade out? I mean, I'm worried about the internet connection. Can anybody chime in on that? And then I'll leave you guys alone. Oh, look at this junk I gotta clean up. Oh man, dude. This pile of junk. Kitchen shears need to be cleaned off very well. Okay. It was better this time. Last stream was a little choppy. Oh, okay. I was outside last time, and I think for some reason, well, maybe the next stream. Only when you move the camera. Oh, really? Oh, how is it, Mike? Okay, seriously, I got to clean up this junk. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and we'll see you next. I think I'm going to do it Sunday, same time on Sunday, 7 Eastern time on Sunday. And yeah, you'll see it. I'll put it on. All right, thanks for the comments, guys. I got to go. Peace out, man. Much love to everyone. Thanks for tuning in.